everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is Cut to the Chase with me, Chase, and we are talking The Batman. And if you have not seen it yet, if you're one of those 10 people that haven't seen it, then I suggest go find another video, preferably one of mine. I got plenty of videos you can go watch. And enjoy yourself there. Go see The Batman, then you can come back and see this, because we're going to be talking about spoilers. So if you don't want it spoiled, you know what to do. First off, I do want to say something. I am so honored and happy that this movie came out literally on the day of my birthday. How often does that happen, that one of your favorite superheroes has a movie that comes out on your birthday and you're able to go see it? I felt very, very happy about that. I feel very, very pleased. And this movie is literally made for me. And I mean that completely, because I love film noir. It's one of my favorite genres of film. And I love detective stories. And I love Batman. Like, how can you go wrong? So I really, really liked this movie. It was really, really good, and definitely I recommend going and seeing it. So there's the review right there. But to get a little bit more in depth with it, concerning this version of Batman, I felt like, so when I look at Penguin, when I look at Catwoman, when I look at Carmine Falcone or Falcone, depending on which film you're watching, those three characters, they all fit with their comic book personas. Penguin, very much Penguin in this movie. Catwoman, very much Catwoman in this movie. But Batman was different. And different in the way that Joker is different in The Dark Knight. Where Joker in The Dark Knight is not anywhere near like he is in the comics. And this version of Batman, he's not anywhere near like he is in the comics either. Well, I shouldn't say not anywhere near. There are some versions of him where he is similar, but in comic book main storyline, he's pretty different. But I didn't mind that. It's not like that was a bad thing. It was just different. And I really feel like Robert Pattinson did a great job with his portrayal of Batman. And interestingly enough, I don't think he's ever actually called Batman, because he goes by Vengeance.
I'm Vengeance.
You know, when he beats up those criminals in that trailer sequence, he's at the end, he's like, I'm Vengeance. So, and that's kind of like, I guess that's kind of his name, is Vengeance. So, so if you want to go there, but he did a really fantastic job. And one of the things that I had to get over a little bit was his alter persona of Bruce Wayne. And I say alter persona because Batman's who he really is. His disguise is Bruce Wayne. So being Bruce Wayne, there is no difference at all. He's the exact same person. You could literally throw the cap and cowl on him, or the cowl and cape on him, as he is Bruce Wayne, and the way he walks, it's all the same. Even almost his voice is the same. He may be a little bit huskier when he has the suit on, but it's literally all the same. And I was annoyed by that, because I was like, "Come on, you're supposed to be Bruce Wayne. You're supposed to be the playboy billionaire, kind of doing your thing." And then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, you know, here's the thing is he's in year 2 of this. He's very invested. And I think about 2 kind of moments in my life where if I'm really invested in something, I kind of start forsaking other parts of my life, and they start going down the drain because I'm so invested in this thing that I forget about that. And then Jordan Peterson comes by and says, hey, clean your room. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to focus on those things too. So I got over that, and I just accepted that. I'm like, okay, you know, he's young. He's only 2 years into this. He's got a lot of time to grow. Okay. He's got a lot of time to grow into the kind of Bruce Wayne / Batman that we know usually. So I got over that. But one of the things I really liked, and I brought this up when I watched the trailer, was he wears the eye makeup, the dark eye makeup. When he takes off the cowl, there it is, man. He got his dark eye makeup on. And I really like that because while because the other films never show that, like that kind of realistic grittiness. And it's fine that they don't, but in this version, I'm glad that they do because it just gives that grimy, gritty feel that this movie is definitely leaning into. And there's even moments where he has to get out of a suit and he's going about his business, doing whatever it is. And you can still see the faintness of the eyeshadow, of the eye makeup that he put on, that he apparently tried to wash off or whatever, but it's still, the residue is still there. So I just think that's really cool that's in there. And like I said before, in this movie, he's building his character. And one of the things that is really laid out in, I'm just going to compare it to the Dark Knight trilogy, is Batman's vision and goal of Gotham City and his participation in it. And in this, you open up and there really isn't a goal. Like, his goal is,
I'm vengeance.
I'm going to beat up criminals and they're going to get scared and then they're going to stop because they don't want to get beat up by Batman. But crime's risen to an all-time high and he's 2 years into this. Why is that happening? And so it's kind of a confliction that he's having with himself. And that does start to get resolved near the end of the movie, where Riddler, he has these goons that help him in his final plot, and Batman really just beats the crap out of one of them, and then the guy gets unmasked and he's like, "Who are you?" And the guy says, "I'm vengeance." And it's not a mocking of Batman. He's just kind of saying it, which is kind of odd that he would say the exact same thing, but but it takes Batman aback, and he's like, "Oh, maybe I can't just go around doing this and just beating up people and hoping that solves it. And maybe I need to inspire people. Maybe I need to inspire hope in people." And then shortly thereafter, he almost kind of sacrifices his own life. He doesn't, but figuratively, he probably thought he was sacrificing his life to save a bunch of people, because there's this electrical whip that's going to fall into the water and electrocute a lot of people. And then he leads them out like a shepherd, which is a really cool shot, by the way, a really cool shot. And then goes up to the top of the Madison Square Garden for the evacuation. So all in all, it was a cool arc. I liked that arc, and it took me a little bit to kind of realize that. But my favorite character outside of Batman is probably Penguin. I loved Colin Farrell as Penguin. You don't even know it's him. He does such a great job, and he's also involved in one of my absolute favorite sequences in the movie, which is the car chase, where the Batmobile is chasing down Penguin. It's probably my favorite thing. And the whole lead up to it, where the car is just like revving its jet engine, just getting ready to decimate, is just, it gets you so amped up. Like, let's go. Like, this is going to be good. But he does a really, really great job. Now, the channel, and I talk about wokeness. So let's talk about some woke things that are in this movie, because there are, okay? And they're not many, and they don't really detract from the movie, but hey, I'm going to talk about it, okay? So one of the things that Catwoman says to Batman is, because she's talking about, taking down these white, privileged, rich people. White privileged men, or something like that, to that extent. And it's like, oh my gosh, well, here we go. One of the other things in it is all of the bad guys in this movie. Yeah, pretty much all of them. No, all of them are white guys. So there's that trope going on right there too. So it was a little annoying. I'm like, really. Like I said, it didn't take away from the movie, but it was an annoying factor in there. But overall, like I said, I liked it. And one of the bonus things that you see at the end is you do meet a Joker, and he's in this Arkham Asylum cell next to the Riddler, and you know it's the Joker. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want a Joker again. I'm kind of jokered out. I like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and I'm good with that for right now. Like, I just want to stick with that for right now. I don't want to bring in a whole nother one. But I was reading that they've already started casting, or they already have a choice kind of for a Harley Quinn. So obviously, if she's going to come, then you know Joker's probably going to be there. So it'd be kind of weird to have her and not the Joker. So I am excited for that. And it'll be a new actress, not Margot Robbie. So there's that too. So a little bit of Harley Quinn news from here as well. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like this movie, I want to hear what you guys think about it. What did you guys think of Batman and kind of his arc, and what I was saying about him not really fitting into the normal Batman persona? Because I really think I was really thinking about that, and just kind of he's a lot different than normal. And if you have not yet already, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps me to pop up in searches, trying to grow this channel. I'm right there, 200 subscribers. Just a little bit more, guys. A little bit more. So I would love to have your subscription, more videos like this all the time. And as always, guys, peace out.